Kenny, you can't even see her up there. Right behind me, right through that window, right up in that bed, I have the most beautiful, attractive, athletic young lady in the world. The Roxy Rooster. Why are you laughing? You know she's athletic, okay? She's been basically, for the last 2 days, going from that bed down here, peeing and going back to bed, okay? She does not like all of these people. But I will tell you this, when you're traveling with a more sophisticated, older dog, the GXV is the way to go. She's got all the room that she needs to walk around, get her waters, and then go hide away in naps. Welcome to Overland Expo, Loveland, Colorado, 2023. Is it 2023, Kenny? What year is it? 23? Is it almost over though? Last time we did the video, it was Overland Expo, Flagstaff. We were parked in the bushes, up in the trees, and we didn't do the expo, we just drank at the expo. This time we are over here actually having to work at the expo. But behind me, we do have the 2018 Global Expedition vehicle. A few of the high specs that we have. X3 in the back, X2 in the front, S1 in the cab. S1 on the cab, although it was a prototype at the time, I had to install it because when we left Phoenix, 115 degrees outside, inside the cab, like somewhere around 140. The dog was dying. I made a last minute decision, go ahead, put the AC in the front, freezing cold in there. You know what they say, Kenny? Happy dog, happy life. That's the real saying, right? People say that, or does it say something else? A few questions that people have been asking about the GXV that I'm now prepared to share with you. What's the gas mileage? That's what everybody wants to know. I'd say, if I had to, if I was guessing, man, it would be 6 to 7 miles to the gallon, okay? Based on my calculations. And Kenny, as you know, I'm good with arithmetic. It was a great drive from Phoenix through Aspen, the $1 Million Highway, on down through Evergreen and Golden, back into Phoenix, where Roxy and I were camping for a week down by the river, enjoying our lives, and a little bit of relaxation. We do have the Starlink up top, which means that everywhere we were at on the road, we did have a little bit of internet connection so I can keep watching my YouTubes. I do want to talk about a few of the add-ons since our last video. Number one, the toolbox. The toolbox area, fantastic. As you know, Kenny, it goes both ways. It goes to the driver's side or it goes to the passenger side. I don't exactly know whose idea it was, probably mine, because it's amazing, okay? Biggest idea out there, everybody knows that. Sorry, that's a little Trumpy thing. Okay. Now the wrap's amazing, but I will tell you what we forgot to put on the wrap was battery-powered air conditioners. Everybody comes over, has no idea what we sell. They think we sell Segways because we have Segways in the front. We don't sell Segways, we sell cold air technology. Kenny, write that down. They say you got to keep it in the family, Kenny. This is what people say. Say you got to keep it in the family. Let's talk about this for a second. We met at the last expo in Evergreen. You said, hey, we do wraps.
Yes,
we wrap Sprinter vans, wrap vehicles. Okay, you went from files to design to artwork to wrapping this thing. You got it done in less than 2 days.
Yeah.
But the whole thing took about a week here, and
now,
the thing looks absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Now, more than that, when I said earlier we should keep it in the family. You have a 2021 Revel with a Nomadic Cooling AC on the top. So not only am I a customer of yours, you are a customer of mine.
Correct.
And vice versa. We are a happy family, Kenny.
That's right.
Now, I couldn't be more impressed with the wrap that you've done here. Let's go ahead and tell them what the name of the company is and where they can find you.
Jeff, and I'm with Colorado Kreative Designs. We specialize in vehicle wraps, custom van wraps, anything that you can think of that needs graphics, including this green machine behind us.
And you also have decals for vehicles that you sell online.
Correct.
So
we sell kits and different kinds of options for anything custom that you want for your overland vehicle, vans, anything.
Well, he can tell us why he loves Nomadic Cooling air conditioner, why he chose the Nomadic Cooling air conditioner, and basically how the Nomadic Cooling air conditioner allows you to live your life off grid. Now, if there's anything that you have negative to say about Nomadic Cooling, let's not put that in the video.
That's right.
Kenny, edit that out.
Yeah.
We only want to tell people on the internet perfection.
I'm Jeff with Colorado Kreative Designs. So we've been doing this for 25 years, doing police vehicle and emergency vehicles. And a couple years ago, we bought a Revel and we decided to do graphics on that and make it kind of its own business. So we now specialize in graphics for vans and overland vehicles. We're based out of Arvada, Colorado. We can create, design, install. Behind here is my van, and we designed this graphic just to kind of give it a mountain feel. I'm in Colorado, so we just wanted to make it look like a Colorado van. So when we design stuff, we try to complement the vehicle's colors and the paints. And this van is kind of a nice blue-gray, so we decided to go with a nice scheme of different blues and grays to match the paint color. Everywhere we go, we get pulled over, or at the gas station, we get asked about it, who wraps my van, and I always have to tell them we do it. Yeah, this is our family vehicle, yeah. We take it from the Gulf Coast of Texas all the way up to Washington State. So we've been around everywhere. It's miserable without AC, especially one that doesn't last long without being plugged into shore power. So we got the X3 on this van. We love it. We have dogs and we have kids, so you know, AC is really important to us. Having AC helps us out, especially when we take our dogs to national parks or to a restaurant or whatnot where we can't bring our dogs in, and we know that they're going to be safe and comfortable in the van. Brings peace of mind having our dogs safe in the van with the AC, you know, so we're not worrying about them getting too hot. Yeah, we chose Nomadic Cooling because of the 12-volt system, the new X3. So originally we had the Coleman on the top of this Revel. We could use it for about 3 hours until we had to plug it in or drain our battery. Sleeping at night, if it's really hot, it's great to have that AC on and keeping us cool. Having pets and kids, it's great. It's making sure that they're comfortable and not miserable during our expeditions. Kids and dogs complain usually if they're hot, so it's great to have something that's gonna keep them cool while we're out traveling.
Let's go ahead and introduce my good friend, and then we'll do a quick walkthrough of what I like to think is a pretty nimble expedition vehicle.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't you say?
I would say.
Let's go ahead and introduce yourself to the fine people out there.
My name is Adam Morton. I'm one of the owners of Nimble Vehicles, and I'm happy to show Jonathan around this wonderful vehicle we make in Colfax, California.
California?
Absolutely.
You picked the most challenging of all states to build a high-end camper.
To build a difficult to make high-end camper, yes.
In California?
In California.
You just wanted to make your life difficult. You didn't say, let's move somewhere in like the Alabama hills.
No.
You said, we're gonna do this in California.
Life's hard and we just make it a little bit harder.
Just make it a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the very interesting thing about this vehicle. It's like a sailboat.
It is.
It is basically built like a sailboat on the inside. And it is on the Ford F550 chassis, one of my favorite chassis. And this is a go anywhere type of deal. As you know, my rig, maybe a little bit too big to be going someplace quickly.
Yes. Our problem is keeping the thing at the speed limit because it wants to go fast.
It wants to go fast.
160! I'm going fast again!
What size are these tires over here?
These are 43.6-inch tires.
Do you ever feel like you're overcompensating with that extra 0.6 of an inch?
Not
Most
at
people
all.
are just 43s. You say, I'm going to do 43.6.
It makes a difference.
It does. Okay. How exactly did you make the decision to do whatever you were doing before this and to make your life super difficult and to build something like this?
I've been a mechanic for 40 years. I've worked on aircraft, trucks, just about everything. This brought together pretty much everything that I have talent-wise and things that I'm interested in building. It was difficult enough to keep me entertained.
You're not trying to push out hundreds of these a year.
No.
What would you say is your goal right now for units per year?
We put out half a dozen a year, so it takes a couple months to produce one of these.
Let's take a little quick walk around this beautiful rig, my favorite expedition vehicle over here at Expo in Loveland. If you're not here, wish you were here. We did party all night last night. I'm also gonna have to apologize because I'm right down the road and I think my generator kicked on somewhere around 3 o'clock in the morning and upset some folks around me. So for that, I'm gonna have to apologize and just say it wasn't me. So Kenny, we're trying to do this rig walkthrough, but there's too many people walking around the rig to do a rig walkthrough. High demand, okay?
All right, like Jonathan said, we chose the F550. We also build on an F350 and above, so it doesn't need to be an F550. You can start out at 1 ton. We chose a 550 because it has an amazing capability with weight and braking and so on. It's a great truck right out of the box. We did some modifications with the DBL designs, a little bit of a lift, obviously large tires and some flares. What we wanted to do is produce a vehicle that is somewhat seamless driving off the freeway. You get off the freeway, there's no buttons to push, nothing to do. You're off-road and it's just as comfortable as the ride on the freeway. It's an enjoyable 4-wheel experience. And when we get to where we're going, we get there fresh. We're not done. We're not spent by having loud noises from the diesel engine or getting rattled around or vibrated to death. So this thing gets you where you want to go as fast as you want to get there. It gets you there in comfort. And once you get there, you have energy to go out and do what you want to do when you get there, which is actually go out and explore and enjoy yourself. These things, they look very large. This thing does incredibly well in smaller areas as far as getting in and out of spaces you would think a large truck wouldn't. The steering is great on it. It is, as the name says, very nimble. It's easy to drive. It's easy to operate. It's easy to get fixed in any market in the U.S., which is also a nice part about it. Drive in any town and you have a Ford dealership or at least parts for it. So we've always liked that and not having to be worried about being somewhere where they just don't support that kind of vehicle. What else can I say about this vehicle other than when we are driving down the road, as you see it here, it's about 32 inches higher than it would normally be. So when it's in the down position, it's nice and sleek. It's about a little over 9.5 feet tall. So getting under tree limbs and such is not a problem. As well as the crosswinds, and you're driving down the road, it's comfortable. You're not getting buffeted all over the highway. Once we get to where we're going, the top goes up in less than 30 seconds and you're ready to relax or cook or whatever you need to do. This is also a truck camper in that the camper comes off the bed and you still have a fully functional flatbed. We build the flatbed purpose built for off-roading. It's been built for off-roading since the beginning. We make the bed so that it flexes. There's very few welds in the bed. Take that camper off in less than 30 minutes by just lifting it up a couple inches and driving out like a regular truck camper. So
that's nice.
That makes it very versatile, and that's one of my favorite parts about truck campers is that you still have the versatility of your truck. You got a functional working truck, but you also have a luxurious camper that you can take just about anywhere in the world. So I think that gives us maybe not the absolute best of all worlds, but the best of both worlds, I think.
There's going to be 2 questions that everybody wants to know. What's your gas mileage?
Gas mileage is about 10 miles a gallon if I'm driving like
you're
fast,
driving?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what does a unit like this run from tip to stern?
One of these units, the camper and the bed as we build it is just under 300,000. And then a customer brings us a truck that we take the bed off and we install our bed on the truck and the camper. And all the wiring, and we do the suspension work, we do the bumpers, lights, winches, everything else that the customer wants. So
300 plus the truck.
300 plus the truck.
There
The
you
truck
go.
could be a Chevy, a Dodge, Ford, any platform we can usually accommodate this camper onto. This truck has been a blast. One of the more comfortable rides out there. Certainly some other large rigs, fun to look at, but not necessarily fun to ride in. So I
know
will
how
say,
that goes.
Yeah.
I completely know. Well, thank you so much for this.
Thank you very much.
Much appreciated, sir.
So if you're looking for more information about our trucks, the Nimble Evolution, you can look us up at nimblevehicles.com or come by and visit us in Colfax, California on Highway 80 just above Sacramento.
Let's go over what happened, Kenny. In the beginning, it rained. Then it rained, then we had mud. I do want everybody to know you brought white sneakers, okay? You bought brand new white sneakers to the Mud Fest. I'm gonna need a bigger budget, Kenny. There is way too much stuff, and you know I'm an easy sell. I'm buying this campfire thing that I loved. I found out the price, very expensive. I'm gonna get it anyways. I found my favorite camper, the Nimble Evolution, on the 550 chassis. We have Earth Roamers behind me, Global Expedition vehicles. Thank you, Global Expedition, for building this beautiful rig. And all the other van builders out there, we're right next to Boulder Camper Vans. We have tour rigs right over here. We have Nate from Explorers Life out there. Camper Van HQ's right over here. Perfect Fits over here. And a lot of them have stopped by for a refreshing beverage. Guys, thanks a lot for coming to the show. Appreciate seeing you. And remember, if you want to go further in comfort, go further with Nomadic Cooling.